Hello good people, this is Avril Hatala and today's Inward Portrait is all about Chanel Iman. Chanel was born in Atlanta, Georgia and raised in Los Angeles, California. Her nicknames growing up were Cha-Cha, Shelby, Coco, Nelly. Chanel played basketball in high school. She was a forward and got Most Valuable Player. The plan was to get a scholarship for basketball to go to college, then modeling would come afterwards. But modeling just took off first. It was Chanel's aunt that took her to modeling agencies. During this time, she met her best friend Haiti. At 15 and 23, they moved to New York together and delved straight into the modeling world. Immediately, Chanel's career took off, with her being handpicked at 15 years old by Anna Wintour to be on the cover of Teen Vogue. Chanel always wanted to be a model. Even in the first grade, she dressed up as a model while other children were dressed as superheroes. In 2018, Chanel met and married Sterling Shepard, a footballer. They shared two daughters, Cassie and Callie. After 3 years of marriage, they divorced. Sterling Shepard started the divorce proceedings in 2021. Chanel walked for Tom Ford's very first fashion show in 2011. Afterwards, she was invited to the 2012 Met Gala as his date and muse. Chanel was just a teenager during this time, living her wildest dreams. In 2016, Chanel made her acting debut in the movie Dope, starring opposite Zoe Kravitz and Quincy Brown. Chanel and A$AP Rocky started dating in 2013 during the height of her Victoria's Secret modeling days. They were engaged for a year and called it off in 2014. Before that, in 2010, she dated Kanye West when she was just 19 years old. Although Chanel is a Cali girl, at heart she's a New York East Coast chick now. Chanel presents pretty and sweet, but she has many fiery sides to her personality. She can be cold and she can be nurturing. Either way, she is more than a pretty face. There's no way she could have survived the modeling world, celebrity, and fame without some grit. If you want to compare her management of success to her contemporary, Cara Delevingne would be the perfect comparison. They started around the same time, and they only have a 2-year age difference between them.
My name is Chanel Iman, and I'm a fashion model. I'm very spiritual, and it's important to me to have great energy around me and to have hope. That's how I was raised. And faith. Faith is a big one, because my mom always said if you have just a mustard seed of faith, it can move mountains. So that's kind of what I go by all the time. Amen. All right, let's eat. I am so excited to be home today. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was raised in Los Angeles, California. And then I moved to New York when I was 15, and I've been living there ever since. LA is a really amazing place. I grew up here, it's my home, it always will be, because my family lives here. I was always very shy, and I've had this tomboy in me. Well, I grew up with boys, stepbrothers, and I was the young lady in the house.
No, Chanel started modeling just before she turned 13. Everything was fine initially because she was still under my guided eye. As she got more into the industry, and I kind of back off a little bit to give her a little bit more room to grow. And then once she got a handle of things, it was like, okay, Mom, I don't need you to tell me anything anymore.
I started traveling very young, so it's easy for me to travel for my job. I've just embraced every place that I've been, and I love the people that I meet.
Chanel remarried to a footballer, Devon Gauchal, in 2022 on a yacht. He surprised her with their engagement while on vacation in Italy during Memorial Day weekend. She and David welcomed daughter Capri Summer in the following year. Her favorite design houses to work for were YSL, Courtney Laurent especially because she got to keep the shoes she wore after the show. Gucci because it was one of the hardest shows to get, and it's an accomplishment. D squared. She would get invited to clubs after the show and party with the designers while wearing the clothes from the runway. Nowadays, Chanel is running around the New York tri-state area, busy being a wife and a mom of 3 daughters. She's a fashionista on her days off, attending galas and shows and red carpet events. At 33 years old, Chanel Iman's net worth is $9 million. We love you, Chanel Iman.